Hello, this is AbeTheMudukon, and I'm going to now show you a pixelized display board that I built out of redstone in Minecraft. So right now we're on a server called Towercraft. It's a creative server. Just do whatever you want, build anything. It's pretty cool. So here's this sign. It says press this button and prepare to shit your pants. Now all of this is automated. All the redstone is around me and underneath me, and I have it set up so that you can change the message quite easily to whatever you want. Any 7-letter message. Oh yes, so the message just read awesome because this is in fact quite awesome. So I'll go and show the redstone now. It's quite expansive. And over here, start out, is the display board. This is the back end of it. Now each pixel or redstone torch is connected to one of these wires that leads to one of these. Just making sure that they all start at the same place. And the pixel is going into, or the current, is going into the pixel rather than coming out of it. And all I have to do is make sure that they're all off. So that's why some of these are switching twice, and some of them, like that one, are only switching the current once. So default, they are all off. And I'll explain why, but I had to make sure they all start at the exact same place for all this stuff over here. And all of these lines are just the pixels. There are 20 pixels, so here's line 1 through 20 is all the way down there. They have to be at least one space apart, or else the redstone will connect and affect each other. And so after all that was done, I added these. They're the letters. It's it automatically chooses which pixels to use when you just light up a single redstone line. So you'll light this up, and then it'll pick all of the pixels automatically that would make a letter A. And the way it does that is by coming down here and putting a redstone torch underneath the line of each pixel we want lit up. So I just did that for the letters A through Z, 26 letters, so there's 26 of these lines going down here. I'll explain these lines in a second. But the reason why these currents had to all start at this exact same place was so that I could fit the exact same amount of letters in each space before having to put in a forget the name of it, one of these things lengthens the current. And you'll notice that right here there's actually a gap because I can't really do this whole thing lighting up the current when there's this repeater, that's what it is, in the way. And at first my design had each letter 5 spaces apart, so it would be a letter here, and then 5 later it would be another letter. I worked on that method and I got it to 4 apart, so it would be here and then here. And while doing that, every single letter would light up the current through the basement going down here. And I had kind of a breakthrough by having them go up here as well on every other one, so that I could reduce the space by half. So now it's quite efficient. They're just 2 apart, which is the least that they could be, because if they're right next to each other they'd affect each other's current. And so some of them go down and light the torches, and then some of them go up and also light the torches. So I did that for all 26 letters, plus some extra down here. There's 2 left over because I could fit 7 letters within each redstone line before having to have a repeater. So there's 28 slots, so there's 2 extra for, I don't know, an exclamation point or a smiley face or something. Now, that was all good and fun, but it wasn't good enough because I wanted to make it so that you could input any message and it'll automatically do it without you having to run back and forth and light up each letter individually. And so that's what all of these lines are. They have the same idea as over here, but instead of lighting up each pixel, they're just lighting up each letter that you want on. And I do it the same way too, by going underground and then just lighting up whatever current, which corresponds to a letter that I want to show on the message board or display board. Now, this contraption here was very large and space consuming at first, but a friend on the server, Cash Monkey, he came up with a very good compressed way to do it, where for each RS NOR latch memory cell, one of these here, the circuit first goes into the RS NOR latch. It tells it that it wants this letter. Each memory cell RS NOR latch represents one letter that can light up at a time. So this is one letter. The current goes over here and then lights up an A for awesome. And then after this delay right here, the current comes back and turns the memory cell off. So just by putting a current in once from the master switch, it comes down here, turns the RS NOR latch on, it stays on for the duration of this delay, and then the delay comes back, turns the RS NOR latch off, and at the same time it goes through another delay down here in the basement before turning the next RS NOR latch on. That way there's a little bit of a space in between letters, and so if you want to have two letters in a row that are the same, like cool, like C-O-O-L, you could actually tell that there's two O's that show up rather than just one long one. So it's easier to differentiate between letters. And so you just do that for every letter you want. There's 7 RS NOR latches and delays hooked up, so the input can be 7 letters long. And right here I could add as many more letters as I wanted to. I would just have to make the current up here also go that long so that it would actually choose letters and light them up. But it's very easy to add on to, and it's very easy to change the letters, because when every RS NOR latch gets lit up, it sends a circuit to the undercrofts here, which lights up every single, I'll show you right now. It lights up every single one of these. So it potentially would light up every single letter, but it depends on what letter you choose that it'll actually light it up. So this way, very easily can you change the letters. So I'll just give a demonstration. Let's change the message from awesome to oh yeah. So first we take off the A. Actually, I'll speed this bit up so you won't have to sit here and wait while I run down these long lines. But you change the first one to an O, second one to H, and so on. Okay, now I've changed each letter that will light up from awesome to oh yeah, just by taking off the letter it would light up and then putting a redstone torch in the slot that would be the letter that I want to light up. So here I want an A to light up, and here I want the H to light up for the end of yeah, pretty straightforward. So now we'll go test it out. Oh. H. Space. Y. E. A. H. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, there it is, my awesome display board, which you can change to whatever you want. All 26 letters. Oh yeah. Goodbye.